anyone from the public who would like to view has the opportunity to do that. And the last thing I need to do is go through our hearing script. This basically will just cover the procedure for the hearing. And then we'll jump right into the presentation of the applicant's case. So this is the July 21st, 2021 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing of Cincinnati, and now I'll preside over this hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20210093. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing, unless a party is opted to submit evidence or testimony in the form of writing prior to this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. The public, if there were anyone here from the public, would then have an opportunity to speak after the applicant has presented its case. In the event that anyone testifies in opposition to this application, the applicant will have an opportunity to rebut that testimony and or argument that's been offered in opposition. And then finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make a closing statement. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. So for our purposes here today, I'll give Mr. Zobrist and or Ms. Blake an opportunity to tell me about the project. Give Mr. Munzel an opportunity to weigh in, add anything he would like to his staff report, and then give you guys an opportunity to make any closing statements. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. I may also refuse to consider hearsay testimony or documents. This generally means evidence you want to introduce consists of statements made by someone who is not present at this hearing. In the event of any technical difficulties or unforeseen circumstances with our video conferencing technology, we'll do our best to troubleshoot those on the fly, but to the extent we are unable to fix it or some fatal flaw with the tech, I may continue or postpone this hearing at my discretion. Okay, at this point, just need to swear in all of our witnesses, and then we can jump right into it. So if you intend on providing any testimony here today, making any comments, asking any questions, really doing anything other than just strictly observing this hearing, then you need to be sworn in. So if that is you, if you could make sure that you're off mute, raise your right hand. I need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. And if I could just get, is it Jason Blake, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, great. Welcome. Okay, Kurt, are you going to be taking the lead on this?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, floor is yours.
Our clients are proposing renovating their current home on Outlook Avenue in a combination of additional square footage to the home and raising the roof to create more square footage on the second floor. The proposed design for the project is a new second story to house 3 bedrooms and several bathrooms. And then on the back of the home, we're proposing a family room and kitchen addition with a covered porch on the back of that. The design was developed using the existing structure and maintaining the existing architecture of the existing house and aligning all of the new square footage up with the existing footprint on the side setbacks. So currently, the existing house structure does not sit within the underlying zoning setbacks of 7 and 16. We are at 5'9" on one side, and we are at the 5'9" minimum on one side. So with aligning the new addition, it obviously is not within the underlying zoning requirements. So we're requesting a side yard variance setback for the addition and the fireplace that's at the covered porch.
Okay. Anything else right now?
No, we meet all other zoning requirements for height and front yard and rear yard setbacks. We also meet the combined side yard setbacks. We actually exceed it. The combined underlying zoning is 16, and we actually hit 18'11" in our combined. So we're falling short just on the one side property line, and it's because the house is where it was existing placed. So.
Okay. And so could you tell me more about the second story? Because how are you're adding a new second story onto the original, and there'll be a second story on the new addition in the rear. Is that right?
That's correct. The current house is a bungalow style. So the second floor that's currently there is really not adequate for bedroom spaces, even though it is being used for a couple small rooms. It's more like attic space that's currently there. So by removing the roof on the existing house, it's allowing us to pick up the additional.
Am I the only one who lost them?
No, he froze on us
He
as
froze
well.
on us as well.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can now. We lost you there. You were talking about freeing up additional space on the second floor.
Correct. So by going up, we're efficiently using the site by using vertical space versus expanding the footprint on the side yard setbacks and everything on both sides of the house.
Got it. Okay. And are you increasing the height, I guess, at the peak? Is the new roof going to be taller than the existing one?
Yes, the new roof will be taller than the existing. However, the design of the project is in keeping with the bungalow style, where the roof line encompasses the second floor with a series of bigger dormers and other things like that. So from the front, we're trying to keep the aesthetic of a bungalow. However, just getting a little bit steeper pitch to have some more space up there for bedrooms.
Okay. And I assume that the height is conforming to the SF6 standards.
That's correct. We are less than 35 feet.
Okay. All right. I may have some more questions, but I'll let the owners and Wes chime in if they would like. The Blakes, would you guys like to add anything to Mr. Zobrist's testimony?
Not right now, no. He
No.
did a great job describing it. Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt.
Okay, great. Wes, anything you'd like to add?
Not really, although I'll just highlight the fact that this is a common side yard setback variance request when extending a non-conforming, side facade to accommodate an addition, whether it's to the rear or up. In this case, it's both, with the deck in the back and the second floor renovation space. And it's common because it makes, when you extend the side facade in line with the existing facade, it allows for a more functional interior layout, which, I kind of highlight these in the report, but I just wanted to highlight that again verbally. It makes the design more functional inside, and makes it more useful for the homeowner. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, Wes, how does the size? I guess this could be for anyone. How does the size of the or the increased size of the home compare to some of the other homes and setbacks in the neighborhood? Is this uncommon or out of character for the neighborhood?
No, I wouldn't say it's out of character at all. As Kurt mentioned, the overall total side setback is more than required, and a 5 foot something side setback is actually more than what I've seen in other projects, where you might even have like a 3 foot side setback, because this lot is actually a conforming lot size and lot width of 50 feet. Whereas other cases I've seen where there's a narrower lot and they have an even smaller side setback that's been approved. And as was mentioned, the height is conforming and the other setbacks are conforming for the proposal.
Okay. Are there any anticipated adverse effects? Either, sometimes when you extend to the rear, there's some light or air, adverse effects that potentially can occur with neighbors? Is that a concern here?
I
We don't.
would say no. Are you asking me or?
Anyone?
I would
Oh,
say
we-
no.
we-
I mean, the rear setback is conforming, and the deck in the back is a one-story deck, covered deck, but it's not two-story. So it's lower than the main house portion.
In addition to that, there's the adjacent neighbors on the uphill side of the street have added the similar size additions to their houses over the years. And several houses have also detached garages at the rear of the property. So we feel we're in scale with the other houses that have done this in the past.
Okay. Have you all spoke with the neighbors about the project? They're aware of the project?
We have, yes, and they all have signed off and are okay with the project.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we're probably one of maybe 3 or 4 houses on a street with 25 that does not have some sort of addition added to it.
Okay. All right. I think that's all the questions I have. Mr. Zobers, anything else from you or the owners in closing or otherwise before we adjourn here?
No, I think staff report it was done very well and kind of highlights the same concerns that we had and also the positives of doing this project. So.
Okay.
Yes, I would agree. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Thank you all for your time, your testimony here today. I think I'm going to approve this. And so what really takes me the most time here with a lot of these is just actually typing up my official findings. I have to type up a decision. I think 2 weeks is about accurate right now with the queue that I have and the amount of projects we have coming through. I'll get it out to you as quickly as I possibly can. And if you'd like an update at any point on where I'm at with that decision or a timeline, feel free to reach out to myself or Wes, and we'll let you know where that's at. As soon as I finish the decision, I put it into a PDF and I immediately send it out to everyone in the hearing. So you all will have a copy of my decision just moments after it's complete. As soon as you have that, you can start working with Wes on any necessary permitting after that. Any questions about anything?
Done here.
Okay.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Sure. Thank you all. If any questions do come up in the meantime, again, just reach out to myself or Wes. We're happy to help.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thanks,
Thank you all
David.
again.